EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
2nd down at 5. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Jones. They set up the screen for Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Chris Nagar now for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down and 8. Lawrence will throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Lawrence. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Here's the former Jaguar, Allen Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. These two teams all tied after 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He completes this to Sutton. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. from the 35 on second down. Jones. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll look to throw again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run right side with Mostert. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll run with Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Dances by at the 20. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
6 yards left on second down. Back to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Looking to throw. Jones. A check down here for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. The guard now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one complete. Elliott breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. Here's ETN. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 37. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget, it's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. From the gun, Jones. He'll find Gibson here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the game. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A first down and more, ETN. And finally taken down at the 34. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Nice little juke, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. If they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on second and 8, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his first of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted. Here's Jones. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down. It's Henry. And a short gain here down to the 22. A tackle there by Jordan Smith. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, it's Henry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right down broad. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for New England, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now.